Okay, guys. For the longest time, I had stopped doing any type of talking about pop culture and all these different things, and I'm not coming back to do it again. I'm focused on my web series right now, which is The Differently Created Black Boy Man. Make sure you go to that channel on YouTube and subscribe to it. But I'm here to talk about Tamar and Tank. Um, so I was scrolling through, my Instagram and everything like that, and then I get notifications because I'm Team Tamar all day. I get notifications about Tamar when she posts something, so I'm like, bloop, okay, Tamar's posting again. Okay, let's see what's going on. So I go to the post and I see that she has fired an entire band for going. I guess they went to the Essence Festival when they were supposed to show up for a concert that she was having in, I guess, Philadelphia or somewhere she was at. And so they didn't show, and she fired them and then announced her Bluebird of Happiness tour, which I was totally excited about. I was like, oh wow, yeah, Tamar's coming back. On one hand, I was really excited. I was like, yeah, Tamar's coming back, Bluebird of Happiness. I've been waiting on that tour. I loved the album when it came out. I wrote a whole review on it. I made a whole blog just to write a review on the Bluebird of Happiness. So I was really excited about it. And on the other hand, I was like, dang, but this mess is attached to it because you got people up here going back and forth wanting to see the negative of the whole situation that she fired this band and put them on blast. Like, I don't even think she really even said all of the different names of all the people. But what made it even messier is we go to today and a post by Tank, who's not new to messiness. Let's just get it straight. He's not new to messiness. Goes and posts a message saying he loves Tamar, loves her and all, but this is where the band is at. They're with him and he's not letting them go. And it's kind of like a slap in the face, like on top of everything that just transpired with her. And mind you, she took down this post. She took it off of Instagram. Like, but anytime you put something on the internet, we know that it goes into the atmosphere and it flies with it. I'm very surprised that the Shade Room did not pick up on this. I'm kind of glad that they didn't. So hopefully it did evaporate all the things that were said on that post because I was following it. Because not that I like to see the messiness, but I'm just kind of like, gosh dang, Tamar, we are really pulling for you. Like for me, I have pulled from you. When I saw you in Charlotte, I went to the Fillmore in Charlotte, North Carolina, stood outside, waited hours and hours, and we came inside, stood up that whole performance, and I was just elated and overjoyed, and I loved the entire Love and War performance. And I was just waiting for the time when you were coming back to tour again, which I'm really excited about. I did not get to go to the Escape tour because I didn't want to just see 20 minutes of Tamar. I wanted to see like a full concert, so I wasn't going for the other people. I was coming to see Tamar, and 20 minutes wasn't enough for me, so I didn't go. So I was really looking forward to when you announced the Bluebird of Happiness. So I'm excited that the tour is starting, but I'm so it just irritates me that all of this negativity has to be attached to it because Tamar, I as a fan love you. When you got off the internet on Instagram and were like, I'm getting off Instagram for a while, I was like, oh my God, Tamar's gone from Instagram forever. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna keep up with what's going on? So I like joined other people's like fan pages and stuff like that to keep up with what's going on because maybe they knew a little bit more than what I could find out from your page alone. But you came back, and I hate to say it, but I would love for someone to just take that phone away one more time just for a little bit, let you focus on this tour, get ready, get set, because I will be there. I will be in that place watching this tour. I can't wait. I hope you do find a wonderful band to go along with it, but I am sure not in agreement with the way that it was handled because I feel like even if they were, fired and putting them on blast like that, you could just have just nicely just been like, I'm gonna let you guys go, do your thing. You're good. You can go. But then on the other hand, too, I did not like the way that Tank handled the whole situation because I feel like it could have been avoided without him giving his extra little 2 cents on what he thought about the whole situation. Like, don't say that you love me and then you're gonna put this mess on the internet. So I'm hoping and praying because so far it's so good. I haven't seen any responses from Tamar yet on Instagram, so I hope that she will just sit this one out and focus on that tour. I really, really hope that that happens. I know other people, like come Monday, all these blogs will be picking it up, from the Scorpion Show to all of the other people that I started YouTube with from before that I still follow. I'm sure this will come up at some point in time, but for now, let's hope that it does not. So I'm rooting for you, and Tamar, as a fan, and all of your other people that I talk to that are fans of yours, we are all wanting you to still just win. When you were at the BET Awards singing My Man and cutting up on the floor, we were rooting for you. Like, nah, she didn't lip sync that. Nah, she was look, she was back there, she was singing up in the room back there. Before she got on stage, look at this performance. Rooting for you when you came out on the freaking Soul Train Awards. Oh my gosh, to sing Blind. That performance was one of my favorite performances. Like, you sang with your life and put your soul into that. Besides Beyonce, Tamar, you are my number 2 artist right now for singing, just in general. Because, like, if everything else wasn't attached to everything, people always try to hate because, you were, from the beginning, when you came out on Bryson Family Values, you were like the person that everybody, loved to hate, because it was like you had a mouth and you liked to talk back and you weren't taking no crap from anybody. So everybody, ganged up or thought that you were, always negative. So I've always stuck up for you in many different things that I've seen, whether it be real or scripted. I've always stuck up for you in whatever, arguments you've been in. I'd be like, no, Tamar, they did her wrong. They did her dirty. But little by little, at some point in time, like, I just want you to win. Just focus on that music. I know you said you're not doing another album, which I really, really hope that is not true. That hopefully one day you will see that you are needed in this industry, and that people want to hear from you, and you still have fans that are out here that want to hear from you. But if we just get rid of all of this, all of this interference that doesn't even need to be there, like, you can be the one that everyone loves, so, and everybody already does love you, so it just takes a little bit more push, and you're there. So forgive me for coming back to just talk about just this one subject alone, Tamar, but I thought it was very important as a fan that I come back. And even if you don't ever see this video, if everybody else that's a fan of Tamar can send this to her and just tell her that there are people that want to see you do it. We want to see you get up on there and do what you do what you do. You are Tamar Braxton. Goodness gracious. We love you all. We love all the Braxtons. They're all great. So, okay, I'm off it. I'm off it now. I'm going to go. Make sure that if you guys have been on my Deluxe Day Edition channel, because I have some subscribers on here, head over to the differently created Black Boy Man and subscribe to that page. It's a whole different kind of flow than when I was talking about all this pop culture stuff. I'm not back doing this on a regular basis, but I just had to come because it was on my mind. And when I love an artist and I feel like that there's so much more that can be there, I have to say something. And Tank, stop being messy with it. Even though you thought, you was doing the band some good by telling the, by clearing their name, you actually didn't clear their name. You just put their name out there for people to wonder what this story was about. And then they're going to go research and be like, am I going to hire this band for some future work if this is what, if this is all this mess is going on? So why would you put their names like out on blast on the internet? You could have called Tamar up and been like, okay, Tamar, this did what? Why did you do such and such and such? And she already taken it down. So why are you in this mess, Tank? Like, all the time. Goodness gracious. Stop. Ugh. Music artist. Be music artist. Stop all this other crap. Okay? All right. I'm out. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hold up, yeah, 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 hold up, yeah. Well, that did not last long. Right as I was getting ready to put together and post this video, guess what? Tamar responded to Tank. There is no good that is going to come out of any of this. That's all I have to say. I'm not even going to repeat the text messages that were on there. They'll probably get erased. Let's just say that it went along the order of her trying to defend her position and saying what the whole deal was to Tank, but also some like little name calling and different things went back and forth with it. Um, no good is gonna come out of any of this. That's all I have to say. It's really really sad. It's unprofessional on both ends. But you know, Tamar did not have to respond at all. She didn't have to respond to Tank. She could have left it alone. But Tank, he went back and forth like twice with her. She only did like one long post, and he's like back and forth giving his opinion twice, talking about she ain't gonna win. Then she starts talking about the husband. Starts talking about she doesn't know if Vince is really her husband or not, and all of this stuff, which we could have just left all that out. Yeah, Tamar said a couple things too to him on the way, but she was speaking nothing but the truth. She said that she did not specifically, this is where the argument comes along, she did not specifically point out who the band members were. She might have added somebody, or I think they said she put an at next to Fantasia's name, which people know who Fantasia's band. Well, I didn't know who Fantasia's band was until this whole thing. The thing is that the band members' friends or girlfriends or whoever wanted to chime in on Tamar's post, and they actually outed their own friends in the process of trying to look out for them, which I don't see how that's helpful. It's giving them recognition, but it's not positive recognition. So this is not good altogether at all, but I just don't know why Tamar entertained him again, and I don't know why Tank is still up here entertaining this whole debacle. He always tries to defend himself. This is like some of the same stuff that I remember years ago, me and him got into a back and forth on Twitter before about some kind of thing, and he went back and forth with me, and I was just like, I mean, that's my position. I'm not changing what I think. So no good is gonna come from the argument. And why aren't you just picking up the phone? If you say you're that close to Tamar, that's your sis or whatever, why aren't you picking up the phone and saying, hey, let me talk to you real quick, or hey, can I holler at you real quick, sis? This is not cool what happened. You're going back and forth with somebody so the whole world knows, and that's why I'm talking about this. I'm sure Wendy Williams is going to be talking. I mean, unless you guys wanted it to happen, but I don't believe that's the case, because for those words to be exchanged like that on Instagram like that, there's no way they're joking around with all this stuff. So it's sad. I am still a supporter. I will go see Tamar's Bluebird of Happiness. I will be going to see the tour. I just think it's going to have like a negative shadow over it now. Like it's just like following. So like I said before posting this update, I say to you, Tamar, please focus on your music. Find those band members that you want. Find your dancers. Find the people that are going to have your back. But whoever in your camp is not stopping you or telling you to just stay focused, you need to rid yourself of all of that. They should be telling you that you're bigger than all this. You are way, way bigger than all this, Tamar. And I want you to, you have the confidence. You see yourself like that through the confidence of what you exude to us and the world. But I really want you to believe that you are above all of this. And that's all that I'm trying to say as one of your fans. That's all I'm trying to say. I might not understand all of the back and forth or what is actually behind all of this, but from what we can see from the outside looking in and what you guys are telling us from these back and forth messages is that this whole situation didn't have to happen. And I just hope that, I'm glad you got your name cleared, and that's all that matters now. So no more back and forth. Tank, keep doing back and forth if you want to, but Tamar is about to go on tour, so leave her be. She already won. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.